In this episode of Paint Society, we're teaming up with DC Auto Wholesale Corporation as we take a look at many projects and builds that their team has going on a day-to-day basis at their shop. Now today we're going to team up with Jeremy and his Mercedes E320 Wagon and pull it into the paint booth and give it a transformation paint job using a house sprayer. Will this paint sprayer live up to give it a beautiful paint job? Stay tuned to find out. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Paint Society, the channel where learning doesn't stop when the video ends. Well, today we're here at DC Auto Wholesale Corporation, and we're back here with Jeremy's Mercedes E320, which is gonna get a little bit of a wild paint job, something we've never done on the channel. So let's pull it in and I'll show you what we got going on today. So what we're actually going to be doing is we're going to be using some Plasti Dip. Now, I've never used this before. I went online and, well, with Jeremy, we picked a color that I think you're going to like. It's called Tactical Green.
It is.
And we're going to go ahead and pop this on the car. But what we did is we went ahead and we looked at the car and we realized that this car is not ready for a regular paint job. Number one, just like a week ago, it broke down. So we're not going to put all that money into restoring it. So what we decided to do is just kind of put something on here cheap. I paid about $550 for all the material, which was a little bit more because it was a bigger car. So we went around and he had some rust here and there, and we just did a real quick job just to smooth it out. Over in here, we had some rust by the sunroof that we grinded out and filled up a little bit. And you can see that the hood could use a paint job, the fender was worn, and areas around the car. So we're actually going to be putting a Plasti Dip on the vehicle, and a Plasti Dip is actually a peelable paint. If you guys are familiar with it, it's come out, I would say, at least a good 10 years ago, and it's really changed along the way. And well, I'm really excited to give it a try. So we'll go ahead and show you how we prep this thing out. Doesn't require any sanding, doesn't require anything other than just getting it really clean. All right, so in order to do this actual paint job, you need a base similar to what a sealer would be. This is Avalanche Gray. You could stop right there if you want it. Now, the reason why they want you to do so many coats is to build up the thickness. So let's say in a year from now, you want to pull this paint job off. This will actually peel right off, and the paint underneath it will be protected. So then we're also going to be doing the Tactical Green, which is kind of like a bright army green. So we have two coats of that. And the last thing is you can get a, I guess like a turbine sprayer. Never used it before. Dip Your Car puts it out as well. So interested to try it out. It's similar to how a regular paint gun would work with the fluid and the fan right here. So we're ready to go. We're going to pull the Mercedes into the booth. You don't need a booth, but it definitely does help for a better job. We're going to get it all taped up and start spraying. Well, here it is, all masked up, and well, not the best masking job in the world, but it gets the job done. So with this type of paint, you don't need to sand. It doesn't need to be the perfect masking job. It's more of a do-it-yourself thing. So all the rules that apply to regular painting are out the window. This is not a regular paint job, okay? This is a Plasti Dip. So things like this, you leave it on. You would never take anything off for this type of paint job. You would never mask anything up like this, because what happens in the end, wherever there's a gap, you're able to peel it off and it'll leave a clean line. So what we did is we ran the tape at the edge where we can take it off last so it doesn't bridge, and we put some fine line in here just to give it a good chance to, well, take off before we're all done curing on that paint. Around the back end, we'll paint over the emblems and we'll be able to peel it off. We did tape off the taillights and the headlights just because we don't have to add up so much film build to peel it off. It'll just save a little bit of time and material. But basically, this is what it looks like. We'll spray over all this stuff. And like I said, this is the first time I'm ever doing this, but I think it's gonna turn out pretty good. So as you saw, we just finished laying down that base coat and it looks really good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay down the green. We'll show you what it looks like. I haven't opened it up yet, but take a look at it. It's a nice, beautiful Army tactical green. It's a lighter green. Tactical green is actually the name of it. So we'll pop it in our canister and we'll get spraying. So Jeremy just finished spraying it down. Now he did a lot of the work actually, and we're gonna start peeling it off. You wanna start peeling it off right after the last coat, especially around these areas. We're gonna see how it goes. So let's go ahead and let's start peeling some tape. So we just finished unmasking the tape, and well, it was a little bit difficult because those areas are bridged, and well, is this a project for a first timer? I don't think so. If you want your car professionally dipped, do it with someone that's been dipping cars for a while, because even with someone with my knowledge and experience in painting cars, we had a lot of issues. And just, you know, how do you tape it up? Although we watched many videos, and well, when a gun performance wasn't great. I gotta say, it wasn't great. I mean, it was properly cleaned, everything was good, but it kept on drying on us. The plastic dip kept drying and it kept clogging up, so we have to take it apart, re-clean it, that type of thing. And I was hoping for a better experience from something like this, but it just kind of fell short. Maybe someone that has a little bit more experience with dipping cars would know how to, you know, use the gun a little bit better. So there are areas on the car that are a little bit dry, but overall it looks really, really good. And we're happy with the project, and hopefully in the future we can attempt more dips on our own and learn some more things just to carry out a better end result, because I have seen a lot of videos and they do come out very good, but for a beginner, I don't know if I would recommend it. So I hope you learned something from the video. If you want to support the channel, head over to paintsocietystore.com. Also check out paint.society, our Instagram. A lot of great information, a lot of tech tips. Well, guys, this is Brian from Paint Society reminding you, don't overthink it. It's just paint. Let's check this thing out.